Hello everyone, this is Canon. I want to start this video positively to Jay and to Audrey. My previous video wasn't to start anything, it was just telling the story that happened. Jay, I'm not trying to bring up any old arguments or saying that that's why I didn't really go into detail what we said to each other. But anyways, let's get into this story cause his story is juicy. Okay, so I was in science class and my stomach started to hurt, so I asked my science teacher if it was okay for me to go to the nurse. So I went down to the nurse and of course they didn't do anything but tell me to go back to class. And so while I was on my way back to class, I was coming up the stairs and I saw this boy in my grade and he says, "Give me $1." And I said, "What? I don't even know you." And we started arguing and he cussed me out and told me he was gonna beat me up, so I was ready to fight him. We was about to fight. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see you at the end of the day. So the end of the day came. I stood at the door where everyone was exiting and I sat there and I waited for him to come out that door and noticed that he just wasn't gonna come out, or he had already left. I went home, so the next day when I saw him, I said, "Where you at? Did you go home?" He said, "I was waiting on you." And I said, "I was waiting on you." So eventually everything died down till I saw him again. And I was like, "So we cool, or what? Like you want?" Or he was like, "What you wanna do?" I'm like, "What you wanna do?" So eventually we got okay. We were never friends in months to go by. And I was talking to two of my classmates, and I was saying how one of my friends could beat up a classmate, and the boy who I got into it with his like, "But I bet you can't beat up such and such." And so I was like, "I don't even know why you bringing that up." And so they wanted to hear the story and what happened, so I said the story and people ran back to him and all of my words twisted up, and so basically everybody was telling him that was ready to fight him. So when I was going to my last hour and a bunch of other people walked in and he was asking me, did I say that? Did I say that? And I said yes. I said everything, and what you gonna do about it? And the substitute had told everyone to go back to class, and from then on, it was just a bunch of confusion, people going back and forth lying, saying all kind of crazy stuff, and eventually I just left him a text like it's not even that serious, but honestly, we should have just fought, but it's the end of the school year, and I walked past him in the hallway. He don't ever say nothing to me, so whatever. But if something to come up next year in 8th grade, then we just gonna have to settle it. And that's all for this video. Goodbye.